What is up, you guys? Today we're going to be fishing a pond that has giant bass. I don't really got anything else to say. I've got my spinning rod with a Crush City Mare on it, and yes, my Falcon rod is broken, so I'm using a little Daiwa, one of my friend's Daiwa rods. And then we've got, on my bait caster, we've got a 1/8 ounce, not 1/8, 1/4 ounce Bitsy bug jig here. Hopefully that'll get some fish on here. We're gonna throw around the Mare first, because I had a lot of luck last time here on mares. And here you go, you guys. Here's the pond. This pond is always murky for some reason, so you gotta throw colors that will stand out or are just a natural presentation. And today we're going with both. We've got a black and blue jig and a mare that represents a shad, almost a small shad, almost perfectly. So we're gonna start off by throwing around this mare here first. Gonna have to get used to this rod. Oh, I have a fish on the first freaking cast, dude. That is insane. It's a tiny little bass. Oh no, it's a crappie. Okay, this is interesting already. Our very first fish on the very first cast is a crappie. Look at that dude. He's pretty dang big too, I would say. That is a nice crappie. Very first cast of the day too. Hopefully we don't get first cast curse. Hopefully we can continue catching some fish. See you, bud. This rod definitely isn't as stiff as my old Falcon spinning rod. I need to get, because mine very unfortunately broke when I was fishing at the creek, so that's not good. We need to buy a new one soon. That was a gar that just surfaced right there. I wonder if it was a gar that bit my bait. Could have been. Oh, I also forgot to tell you, there's carp, gar, bullhead. Well, there's two different species of gar. There's long nose and spotted in here. Then you've got carp, a whole lot of big carp that sometimes just love to sit on these banks and just wait to get snagged, I guess. You can't really throw anything with trebles. Got another bite there. Yeah, like I said, you can't throw anything with trebles around here because you'll just snag a carp. Okay, so our luck so far is just one crappie on the very first cast. I feel like we're getting hit with the first cast curse here. Hopefully not, because that would be quite not good. There we go, that's a fish. It's not a bad bass. Oh my god, no, it's a crappie. Oh my god. What the? Oh my god. That is the biggest crappie I've ever caught. Look how big that crappie is. We gotta bring him up here, we gotta take a photo. That is by far the biggest white crappie I've ever caught in my life. That is definitely a new PB there. It sucks I don't have my scale on me though. Let's go ahead and get a release on this dude. See ya, bud. Oh. What was that? What was that? I don't know. It felt like something. That wasn't like algae or a rock. Got one. Oh my god, it's another toad crappie. I think it's a black crappie this time. Look at that. Look at how big that, oh my God, this one might be bigger than the first one. Holy crap. Holy crap. Holy crap. Look at this crappie. Look at this crappie, dude. Oh my God. These are some donkeys of crappie, dude. Like, look at that, dude. I think that's a black crappie, I would assume, because of how dark he is. So we've caught two new PBs today, a PB black crappie and a PB white crappie. See you, bud. That was probably a carp or a gar. That just surfaced behind me. Oh, that was a fish. I didn't even know. I mean, I sort of knew that it was a fish. I don't know. It was hard to tell, like, what was actually on my line. It was probably another crappie, if I'm going to be honest. Yeah, but these crappies saved the skunk today. Think about it. If these crappie weren't replacing these bass on the banks, I don't know where the bass are. But if these crappie weren't here, I wouldn't have caught jack today. That's fish. Oh my gosh, it's a bass, finally. We finally got a bass. Out of the Mondo crappie we've been catching, we finally caught a bass. There we go. It's a little guy, but I'll take him. Bye, bud. That is so funny. That is so funny. Alrighty, you guys, that is probably gonna wrap it up for today. We caught some giant crappie, two PBs, a PB white crappie and a PB black crappie. We caught one bass and we caught another smaller crappie. So that is a good day in my books. So I will see y'all next time when I head back out here again or another pond. See y'all later.